You're choking up. What's going on?
Just thinking of home.
Well, listen, you're missing your sister's wedding. But I think for a massive opportunity. The dish that we're about to show you will determine your fate in the MasterChef Canada kitchen. And just like Cirque du Soleil, this dish hails from Quebec.
The dish that you'll be making is tortiere, the creme de la creme of meat-filled pies.
I've made pies before, I've made meat before. In my mind, those two things do not go together.
My sister and I make tourtiere every Christmas. I'm feeling so confident.
The trick to making perfect tortiere is twofold. First, the pastry must be delicate and flaky. Second, the rich meat filling must be perfectly cubed, cooked, and seasoned with an aromatic blend of herbs and spices.
We want you to create your own irresistible version. To help you do that, we're giving you a specialty pantry filled with a bounty of extraordinary Canadian meats. Bison, wild boar, pork, elk, and red deer.
I'm standing beside really strong cooks, so it's crazy scary right now, given that I've never made a tortiere before.
You now have 80 minutes to create a beautiful tortilla, delicious enough to save you from elimination. Are you ready?
Yes, Chef.
Your time starts now.
I rip open the fridge and I see this bounty of game meat. My family and I love to hunt, so it reminds me a lot of home.
I have never worked with game in my life. Tortiere, it's pie related. I can make a pie crust just by feeling the dough, but it's the meat filling that's really bothering me.
Tortiere is a dish that was traditionally baked using the lesser cuts of meat. It would be the legs of game birds, the hind of game animals. It is one hefty meal.
I'm keeping my pie super traditional. Cinnamon, cloves.
Sabrina,
Hey, Chef.
what kinds of meat did you choose?
Good old traditional pork and some bison. It makes me happy. It makes me feel like I'm home.
I know there's a lot at stake for you because you are missing a big event to be here.
Yes, sir. Today's a hard cooking day. I'm missing my only sister's wedding.
Is that weighing heavy on your mind?
Yep. I have to nail this. I'm making this tortiere for her.
Well, good luck.
Thanks, Chef.
I gotta make it through. That's all that matters right now.
It's very important at this stage in the game to make something innovative.
What direction you going, Michael?
I'm gonna go with a little bit of like a spicy chili feel.
Is that a jalapeno?
Yep.
It's gonna be a little bit of a kick. Are you sure you wanna use a jalapeno? Spice, chili, Mexican flavors. These are all up my alley. Feeling the heat.
You need to come up with something that speaks of who you are. A little bit of creativity is not gonna hurt here.
When, comes to this 5, it may be down to not just the execution, but the innovation.
I want to personalize it, so I put apples in with the venison and dried rosemary, which actually marries very well together.
So, Michael, what do you look for in a tortiere?
I do like to have my tortilla moist. I don't mind when you cut it open and it runs a touch. Game being quite a lean meat, you need to add some moisture to that, and that would come from pork or a little lard added to it.
Well, I see a lot of bacon.
If that's fat, keep the fat.
I've never worked with any game meats before, but you have to improvise. So today I'm doing a rendition of the traditional Christmas ham, but instead of ham, I'm using wild boar, nutmeg, allspice, some cinnamon, some thyme, and bay leaves.
Christopher, how's your filling?
Bison with some bacon in it. Haven't tasted it yet, we'll do in a bit.
Are you planning on using that potato, brother?
I'm forgetting things. I'm really worried.
Love it.
My money's on Tammy on winning it. Tammy's awesome.
Tammy, it smells quite good.
Thank you.
What do you have inside of here?
Venison, and I rendered down some pork fat. I wanted to make sure that there was a bit of juiciness there.
Have you made tortiere before?
I never made it in my life.
If I were you, I'd be losing sleep right now about how soupy this is. The meat's gonna become tough.
I need to drain the liquid off the pan.
The home cooks are fighting for their lives in a tortiere pressure test that will send at least one of them home.
Oh, it smells amazing up here.
Key here is those spices. Cinnamon, clove, bay leaf.
Make sure you remove that. Nothing worse than biting on a bay leaf.
Easy to overspice a tortiere. You put in a pinch, you add a second pinch, those flavors build and build and build, and it's out of control.
The pastry is an important part. This will be a bit of an interesting change because I usually do sweet things.
You need to have the right thickness of pastry and try and keep it as crisp on the bottom as possible.
If you roll that pastry dough too thick, it's gonna be raw.
There's no such a thing as a good-looking raw pie.
No. So, Deborah,
Hello, Chef.
what kinds of meats did you choose?
Wild boar?
You concerned that'll be a little dry?
No, far from it.
Who do you think's going home?
I think perhaps Michael might be going home because he's not used to making pastry.
No. I'm here to beat everybody. I'm so sorry I forgot my lollipop, because all I see is a bunch of suckers out here.
30 minutes! Your pie needs to be in the oven.
If I don't get this tortiere in the oven, I could be going home.
Keep watching my pie. I'm like a paranoid parrot.
Very important when they're putting the pies in the oven, they're going in the bottom. And then you're gonna have this basic little convection happening. That heat's gonna wrap around the top, hit the top of the pie, and make that nice and golden brown.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pie out! Hands up!
I think it looks great. The pastry is beautiful. It's looking nice and flaky, and I'm really happy.
That's what I'm talking about.
You've all just completed your very first pressure test. And now, it's time to find out how you did. Michael, please bring your tortiere up to the front.
I did a bison with sweet peppers, mushrooms, cayenne, and chili pepper. It's a man's pie. Not so pretty on the outside, but beautiful on the inside.
Crust looks terrific. I like a thicker crust on my tortiere because then you can really appreciate the flakiness of that pastry.
Thank you, Chef.
So a little hot pepper, chili.
I wanted to add a little kick to that.
That's an interesting way to personalize a tortiere. The meat itself is cooked really nicely, very moist. But unfortunately, I do find the jalapeno just taking it a little too much with the heat end of things. But all in all, a good tortiere.
And the meat is fiery, combined with this rustic crust. It all works together. Delicious. Nice work, Michael.
Thank you.
Sabrina, please bring up your tortilla.
I'm giving up my sister's wedding to be here. Nothing is kicking me out today.
Tell me what you put in your tortiere.
Bison, pork butt, nutmeg, a little bit of cinnamon.
It is lovely and moist, and the seasonings very subtle. Tastes delicious. Thank you.
Great depth of flavor. The crust, perfectly baked. Crispy on the outside, in the center, nice and buttery, flaky. You're choking up, what's going on?
Just thinking of home.
Well, listen, you're missing your sister's wedding. But I think for a massive opportunity.
Yes, Chef.
Really great job. Please go back to your station. A tortiere is not an easy dish to pull off, and you all did a perfectly respectable job. Some of you did much better than that, but we had to send at least one of you home tonight.
Sabrina and Michael, please step forward.
Two very different dishes, but very similar in one respect. They were both delicious. Well done. Both of you, please take off your aprons and head up to the gallery.
I'm safe for the next day. One more day in this kitchen can mean all the difference.
I did it. I did it for home. I did it for my family and my big sister.
Christopher, please step forward. You really impressed us with your meat filling. You proved you're not just a sweet guy. You're a serious contender in this competition.
The best tortiere of the night.
Thank you, Chef. I feel fantastic. I am one step closer to being Canada's next MasterChef.